Hi everybody, hope you're all okay. Back with me, Mr. Saunders, to do some more maths. This is lesson number 4, and we are going to quickly recap what we did in our last lesson and then move on to working again with 3-digit numbers. But first of all, as always, we are going to go through the things that we're going to need today. And again, all we're going to need today is something to write with, so a pen, a pencil, whiteboard pen, gel pen, whatever you got, and something to write on, a paper, a book, whiteboard, whatever you want. So if you need to, you can pause the video now and go and get those things, but if you've got them already, we can get going with today's learning straight away. Now, our starter today to get our brains working, I have hidden some shape words in this grid, and you can join the letters by going up and down, diagonal and across, up to you, to make different words. Now, most of the words I've hidden are words that to do with shapes, so the name of shapes and different parts of shapes. So for example, if I show you what I mean, I have hidden the word circle in here. Let's see, C-I-R-C-L-E. Circle. So can you see on some of them I've gone down, some of them have gone across, some have gone diagonal, but I've spelt the word circle by joining those letters together. So see if you can spot any other words, even if they're not shape words, in this grid. If you want to, you can pause the video now to give you a bit longer, but I'm going to show you some of the words that I have managed to find in here. So if you want to, pause the video now before I show you some of the answers. Fantastic, super, well done everybody. So I have found side, S-I-D-E, and we know that 2D shapes have sides, don't they? I've also found square, S-Q-U-A-R-E, square. Our triangle is also in here, T-R-I-A-N-G-L-E. Wow, yeah, cool. And there's also another one that I can see in here, which is quadrilateral, Q-U-A-D-R-I-L A-T-E-R-A-L. I wonder if anyone knows what a quadrilateral is. A quadrilateral is a 4-sided shape, so a bit like a square or a rectangle, and we know it's quadrilateral because it starts with the word quad. And quad, you might know what a quad bike is, and a quad bike is a bike that's got 4 wheels. So quad means 4. Fantastic. Well done if you managed to spot any of those words in that grid. And even if you managed to spot more that I haven't seen as well, well done. Hopefully that has warmed our brains up. Now, what are we doing today then? Like I said earlier, we are going to recognise the place value of each digit in 3-digit numbers. So we're going to use hundreds, tens, and ones. And we did this in our last lesson. We did lots of making, didn't we? By drawing the hundreds, drawing the 10, the 6 of 10, drawing the ones. But today we're going to talk about what is the value of each of those digits. So first of all, though, I thought it'd be good if we recap what we did last lesson. So I have made some numbers here on my place value grid using my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. And I was wondering whether you can work out what number have I made. So on your piece of paper, you can either write the number down or you can just say the number out loud. But have a go. What number have I made here? So how many hundreds, how many tens, how many ones? What number does that make? Fantastic. Call it out if you've got it. Fantastic. I know I've got 2 hundreds, I've got 4 tens, and it looks like I've got 9 ones. 249. Well done. If you managed to get that, great job. Let's have a look at this one then. Okay. Ooh, so what number have I made here? How many hundreds? How many tens? How many ones? Call it out if you've got it again. Fantastic. It looks like I've got 4 hundreds, 2 tens, and 5 ones. So 425. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, let's have a go at this one. So what number have I made here? I've got quite a few hundreds on this one. Okay, so how many hundreds, how many tens, how many ones? You can write it out if you want. What number have I managed to make here? Fantastic. Call it out. What have I got? Or it looks like I've got 500s. It looks like I've got 6 10s and 4 1s. 564. Well done, guys, for remembering learning from last lesson. Really, really well done. Now, what are we doing today? And my question today that we're looking at is, so what is each digit worth? We are really, really good at making 3-digit numbers out of hundreds, tens and ones. But what is the value of each of these digits? And we did this when we just looked at 2-digit numbers in our first lesson, didn't we, with tens and ones. So here, I've chosen one of our numbers, 427. I'm going to make that out of my Dean. So I know I need 4 lots of 100, 2 10s, and 7 ones. Here we go. 4 hundreds, 2 10s, 7 ones. Excellent. And I can write now this number, 427, in 2 different ways. The first way that I can write it is how many hundreds, add how many tens, add how many ones. So here I can write it like this. 4 hundreds, because I've got my digit 4 in my hundreds column. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lots of 100. Add how many lots of 10? 1, 2. 2 tens. Add how many 7? How many 1s, sorry? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 1s. Fantastic. And I can put add in between. So I can write it like this. 4 hundreds, add 2 tens, add 7 1s. That is 427 because it's got 4 hundreds, 2 tens and 7 ones. And I can do that by looking at the digits and what column they are in, what the value of each of those digits is. But I might want to work out, like I've just said, what the value of each of those digits is. So what is 4 lots of 100? And we worked out in lesson 2 about counting in hundreds. So I've got 4 hundreds. Let's count in hundreds. 100, 200, 300, 400. So this digit 4 stands for 400s, but I can also write it as 400 because 4 lots of 100 is 400. Now, what is the value of this 2? We know it stands for 2 lots of 10, but what is 2 lots of 10? Let's have a go. 2, and I'm going to count this time in tens. 10, 20. So 2 lots of 10 is 20, and I can represent that by writing the number 20 as well. 7 ones. What does 7 ones actually mean? Okay, so 7, and because it's in my ones column, I'm going to count in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just 7, isn't it? 7 ones. So I'm counting ones, it's the same. And I can put add in between those. So can you see how the number 427, I can write it as 427. I can make it out of hundreds, tens and ones. I can write it as 400s, add 2 tens, add 7 ones. But I can also work out the value of each of those digits. But 400, add 20, add 7. Let's have a go at another one. So here, this time, I've got 152. And I'm going to do exactly the same. So first of all, I'm going to make it out of tens and ones. So how many hundreds? I've got the digit 1 in my hundreds column. So I need 100. There we go. How many tens? I've got the digit 5. So I need 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. How many ones am I going to need? Oh, I've got the digit 2 in my ones column, so I'm going to need 2. 1, 2. Fantastic. I've made my number out of tens and ones. Now I want, though, to write it in expanded form, and that is expanded means to make bigger. So I'm going to write it out in a bigger way. So 1 lot of 100. Can I count in hundreds? 100. Oh yeah, it's just 100, isn't it? Fantastic. How many tens? Well, I can look at the digit here, which is the number 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add 5 tens. Got 5 lots of 10 here. Add how many ones? 1, 2. 2 ones. Fantastic. So I can write it like that. But I might want to work out the value of each of those digits. Fantastic. 100, counting in hundreds, 100. So 100 is the same as writing it like this, isn't it? So I can write it in words, or I can write it in numerals. 5 tens. What is 5 lots of 10? I'm going to count in tens. Some of you might know this already. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 tens is the same as 50. So I can write it like that. 2 ones, 2, counting in ones, 1, 2. It stays the same, doesn't it? Ones, I need to remember that. 1. Fantastic. Okay, so there we go. So the number 152 I can write as 100 add 5 tens add 2 ones, or I can write it as 100 add 50 add ones. I'm partitioning my number into hundreds, tens and ones. Well done. Excellent. We're going to have a go then at doing a couple of these together. So if you can get your piece of paper or whatever you're going to write on and whatever you're going to write with, we're going to have a go at doing this together. Fantastic. Super. The first thing I need you to do then is to draw a place value grid that looks a little bit like mine. And this time I've got hundreds, I've got tens, and I've got ones. So have a go quickly on your piece of paper, whatever you're writing on, to drawing a place value grid that looks like this. Remember, the lines don't have to be straight. This is just to practice our skills before we go into the activities today. Fantastic. We're going to have a go then, guys, at writing, representing a number in those 4 different ways. It's going to be a bit tricky, but I know we can do it. We can be really resilient. So the first way is in numbers. And I'm going to say the number 224. So let's write that in our place value grid. 224. There we go. Fantastic. So hopefully you've got a place value grid and you've written the number 224 in there, just like me. Fantastic. Next then, underneath, we are going to represent that by drawing hundreds, tens and ones. And this is what we did last lesson. Can you remember? So in my hundreds column, I've got 2 lots of 100. So I'm going to draw actually 2 hundreds, because hundreds we represent like that, don't we? Fantastic. I wonder if you can draw the tens and the ones for this number. Have a go at that now. So I can see the digit 2 is in my tens, so I need 2 lots of 10. And I can see the digit 4 is in my ones column, so I need 4 lots of 1. See if you can draw that for me. Well done. So my tens, 2 sticks of 10. How many ones? 4. Fantastic. Let's draw those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, now we're going to see if we can write write our number out in numerals. In words. So, how many hundreds have I got in 224? I've got 100. I've got 200s. So I can write 2 hundreds. Can you do this with me? So I've got 2 hundreds, haven't I? And I'm going to add how many tens? Well, let's look in my tens column. I've got 2 tens. Add 2 tens. But then I need to add my ones. How many ones am I going to add? 4 ones, because in my ones column I've got the digit 4. 4 ones. Fantastic. So we've written the number 224 out in words, haven't we? Now, this is the tricky bit, because now we're going to represent it as what the digits are worth. What is the value of each digit? So the first thing we've got to work out is, what is 2 hundreds? What is the value of 200? Because in my hundreds column, I've got the digit 2. So 2, and this time I'm going to count in hundreds. 100, 200. So 2 hundreds is 200, isn't it? Fantastic. I'm going to write that number then, 200. Add 2 lots of 10, because we've said it's 2 tens. What is 2 lots of 10? 2 lots of 10, I'm going to have a go. 10, 20, 20, isn't it? 10, 20, 2 lots of 10. There we go. And then 4 ones. 4, I'm going to count in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's that trick, isn't it? When in ones, it stays the same. Some 3-digit numbers have no tens and no ones. Let me show you what I mean. I've made this number here. And I can see I've got 2 hundreds. I've got 1 10, but I haven't got any ones. So what do you think? What numeral do I need to put in this column if I was writing my number? Because here, in my hundreds, I'd need a 2. In my tens, I'd need a 1. What would I put in my ones if I haven't got any? Yeah, you're right, I'd put a 0, wouldn't I? This would be the number 210, because I've got 2 hundreds, 1 10, I've got no ones. What about this number then? 305. I'm going to see if I can make this number. So here, I know the digit 3 is my hundred, so I need 3 hundreds. Well, I've got the 0 in my tens, so how many tens do I need? Yeah, I don't need any at all. And how many ones do I need then? I need 5 because my 5 represents my ones. Let's have a look. Here we go. I've got 3 hundreds, no tens because there's a 0 in my tens column, and then 5 ones. This is activity number 1. And you can see that we have got some 3-digit numbers down the side. So the first one is 316. And I'm going to write it in those 2 ways that we had a look at today. So I'm going to write 316 is 300s, 300, add 10, add 6. But I'm also going to, if I want to, have a go at writing it out as 300s, 110, and 6 ones. Those 2 different ways that we looked at earlier before. So pause the video here and have a look at each of these. And try and write it out in expanded form. And expanded means making bigger. So we're writing it as how many hundreds, how many tens, how many ones. If you can, there's a challenge of using each digit card, which number can you make? So you've got 3, you've got a 5, a 0 and a 3. What 3-digit numbers can you make? So pause the video here, have a go at this, and then join me back and we'll go through the answers together. Well done, everybody. Hopefully this means that you've had a go at doing all of these. So the first one, 510, and I'm just going to do it in numerals. I'm not going to do it as in hundreds, tens and ones, but you could have had a go at doing both. So 500, I know I need 500, add 110, and I'm not even going to put add because it's add 0 ones, isn't it? Because in my ones column I've got a 0. I'm just going to leave that. Fantastic. Here, 282, I've got 200s or 200s, add 80 because that's 8 tens, add 2 ones. Fantastic. Add 2. Fantastic. 231. Got 200, add 30, add 1. 200s, add 3 tens, add 1 1. So look, 400, add 50, add 9. 400s, add 5 tens, add 9 ones. 882, I've got 800, add 80, add 2. 800s, add 8 tens, add 2 ones. 103, I've got 100, got no tens, and 3 ones. So 100, add 3. 100, add no tens, add 3 ones. 333, all the digits are the same. So I've got 300, add 30, add 3. 300s, add 3 tens, add 3 ones. And then 900, I've just got my hundreds. 900, adding no tens, adding no ones. If you had a go at this one, hopefully you've managed to find 4 different numbers that you can make. 503, fantastic. 305, switching them around, still with the 0 in my tens column, no tens. I'm now going to put the 0 in my ones column, and I'm going to go for 350, and then I'm going to switch them around, 530. Fantastic. Now, I could do it like this, could do that, but what's the problem with this? Can anyone tell me? You're right, this is only a 2-digit number, 1, 2. So I can't have that one. So there are only 4 different ways that you can make, 4 different 3-digit numbers that you can make using those digit cards. Well done if you managed to get any of those. Now, let's have a look then at our second activity today. We're going to do it the other way around now. So I have written the numbers out in expanded form, and I want you to work out what number I have made. So here I've got 300, add 10, add 6. So in this number, I know I need 300s, 110, 6 ones. So the answer is 316. So have a go at working out what numbers I've written here. Got to be careful though, because some of them I've been sneaky and I've put the tens first, then the hundreds, and then the ones. So look out really, really carefully to work out which digit needs to go in the hundreds column, which digit needs to go in the tens, and which digit needs to go in the ones. So again, pause the video here and have a go at these. Remember, there's also a challenge here, and Eva says the post-value grid shows the number 467. Is Eva correct? And you're going to say, is she right? Is she wrong? And then why you think she's right or why you think she's wrong. So pause the video here, have a go at these, and then we'll go back through the answers when you've finished. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Hopefully you've had a go at these. Let's go through the answers all together then. So 500, add 90, add 1. I know I need 500s, 9 10s, and 1 1. 591. 425. I need 400s, 2 10s, and 5 1s. 425. Now, the next one I put in the wrong order, so I'm going to draw a place value grid over here. Hundreds, tens, ones. 50 is first. Now that's my tens, isn't it? So I'm going to put the digit 5 in here. 200, that's in my hundreds column. 8 ones. 258. Next one. Oh, I've done this one again. They're in the wrong order, aren't they? But I can see 200s, then 2 tens, and 2 ones. 222. 702. I'm going to do my hundreds, tens, and ones again here. 700s, yeah. 2 ones. Oh, got no tens. So what would I put? You're absolutely right. I put a 0. 702. Again here, I've got 400s, 3 tens, but no ones. So what do I put in the ones? Well done, a 0. And then the last one, I've got 183. 100, 8 tens, 3 ones. Let's check what Eva was doing. It says Eva has made 467. Now I'm going to look at what number she's actually made. I can see she's made 6 hundreds here. She's made 4 tens, and she's got 7 ones. So she thinks she's made 467. She hasn't, has she? She's made 647. She has swapped the hundreds and the tens round, hasn't she? So Eva was wrong, but well done if you managed to correct her. Fantastic. Well done for our learning today, guys. That is the end of lesson 4. So today we have looked at 3-digit numbers and the value of each of those digits. What is the hundreds worth? What are the tens worth? And what are the ones worth? And we've written them out in expanded form. In our next lesson, we are going to look at hundreds, tens, and ones again, but we're going to use something different other than Deans to represent those numbers called place value counters. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I'll see you next time for lesson number 5. Bye.